And now we're going to move on to how an anti-hero can be made into a good character. There are plenty of good anti-heroes out there, and I'm going to list one before you do. Deadpool from the Marvel Comics series. He's an anti-hero because he'll shoot anyone in the head for disagreeing with him that the first Star Wars prequels were crappy as hell. And he actually did do that. But Deadpool still does good deeds, and he can be considered an anti-hero. He does good things, but in an unconventional and what others might label evil, lawless way. And the Punisher from the Marvel Comics is another good example. He's a great anti-hero, because instead of going after warlords and mobsters, like how Batman would just beating the shit out of them and then throwing them in jail, he actually goes out with a full armory and kills them. Or Dexter Morgan from the Dexter series. He works for the Miami Metro Homicide Division, but instead of just letting the cops do their job, he murders serial killers. What actually makes a good anti-hero? You know, what happened to him to make him go bad? You know, you need to be specific with why your character is a loose cannon so your readers can actually connect and understand your character, and so that they can actually like him. If you just have a dude who just pops out of nowhere and starts killing people, you know, mobsters, then, I mean, it's good that they're killing bad guys, but that's just random as hell, and you have no capacity to actually connect with him unless the story starts off like that, and there's actually exposition from his past as to why he's like that. Like, with the Punisher, his story is similar to Batman's, where he's a normal guy before his family is killed. They're just all killed. And he snaps, has a secret armory, and, you know, kills anybody that he sees to be a person involved with crime, or is just a bad guy in general. I mean, you just need to be a little specific with why your anti-hero is the way he is so that people can connect with his character and care about him. I want to emphasize personality. Personality is muy importante. Is he a ruthless badass? Is he a wisecracking smartass a la Deadpool? What is he? You just need to make your anti-hero interesting. Don't make them a silent badass if they have no personality to speak of, or else nobody will give a shit about him if he's eliminated or not. You need to have a definable characteristic about your anti-hero's character that'll make people care about him. Make them interesting. Alright? Make your anti-hero interesting. Here's the final point of the evening, and this is that if your anti-hero can't be sympathized with, then you need to make a compelling story so that the audience want to see them advance despite the fact that they are just absolutely despicable. That's actually the end of the anti-hero lecture. So just to recap, you want to know why your anti-hero went loose cannon. You want to give him an actual personality that will make them interesting and that will make people want to follow them. And if they can't be sympathized with, you need to make a compelling story so the audience will want to see them advance despite the fact that they are hated. Alright? And are these all the reasons? Hell no. There are many other good reasons why a good anti-hero is good, and there are many other things that you can do to make a good anti-hero. And those are just some of my examples. So now we're going to reach the final Q&A session before we conclude the villain and anti-hero lectures. So, does anyone have any questions about the anti-hero?